not yet equipped in that sense, either intellectually or through training or just general awareness to be ready for this kind of connection to the other. It's one of the most essential relationships that have to be developed on the planet. And one of the things that we will see in our work is that when we have a successful combination of generator and projector as a foundation, it doesn't mean that they own the small business. It doesn't mean that they are necessarily dominant players, because again we will see that our criteria for involvement is very different. But at the same time, on the one-to-one basis, this basic foundation is essential. Think about it this way. If you're looking at this illustration, here's the generator and it's open and enveloping. Well, it's open to the projector. All generators are inviting to auras. I mean, that is their nature. It's why they get the conditioning that they do. And of course, for the projector, there is only one ideal for them. I mean, after all, speaking aurically, when a projector deals with a reflector, the reflector is resistant. And it's resistant, it's just not going to allow that projector to get the kind of, focus, that it's designed to get. It meets resistance. The projector with the manifester, it's the same thing. The manifester is closed. The aura is very dense. It doesn't want to be penetrated. So, of course, projectors, when they look out in the world, what they see, speaking anthropomorphically for their auras, is that their auras look out there and say, well, there's only generators. This is where it's at. Now, of course, you're dealing with, you look at this picture and you see, on the left, thank you very much, you have a defined sacral. On the right, well, you have an open one. And you can see that, there is a dilemma in this relationship as long as it's not properly understood and as long as it's not properly encouraged. That the absorption of the projector, I mean, after all, it's a non-energy type, and it's a huge swath of the population. You're talking about approximately 1.8 billion projectors on the planet. Well, they got to get their energy from somewhere. And of course, we have a chaotic relationship between projectors and generators in the world today. It's chaotic. And of course, there is a dilemma in that, the generator doesn't get enveloped in return. I mean, for the generator, because it lives in a generator world, that its aura is most comfortable with its own kind. Envelopment with envelopment, fair game. You're open, I'm open. But the very focusing of the projector aura does not open it up to openness. It doesn't. It fixes its density on the other. And of course, at the not-self level, in the way in which people do not operate correctly, for generators, the projector can feel very uncomfortable, very demanding, very needy, and at the same time very